Every year, roughly 10,000 people are killed in alcohol-related crashes in the United States. A small part of that massive infrastructure bill that was passed last week could reduce that number. Fox 59's Mac Lewis shows us what's being considered and how it will impact Hoosier drivers.
The technology isn't quite there yet, but whatever it is, it'll be part of all new cars as early as 2026. And advocates say they hope it'll stop impaired drivers from getting behind the wheel. Pam Kelshaw is reminded every day what drunk driving does to a family.
The victims never heal. There's no way to heal.
Her daughter Selena was just 17 years old when a driver who'd been drinking ran a stop sign and hit their family van. Selena was killed instantly.
Every day is a constant reminder that they're missing something in their family and in their heart.
It's one of the reasons Kelshaw, who now works with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, is looking forward to whatever anti-drunk driving technology emerges.
If you're not out there drinking and driving, you have nothing to worry about.
In some cases, people on probation for drunk driving have to pass a breathalyzer test to start their car. However, that's not practical for every car in the country. The bill doesn't mandate what type of technology must be installed, but something has to be there.
In 2020, there was 898 traffic fatalities in the state of Indiana. Of those, 151 or 17% were related to alcohol consumption.
That number is up from previous years and is something advocates point to in support of the mandate. Sergeant John Perrine with the Indiana State Police says responding to those crashes are some of the hardest.
These crashes have a rippling effect. It doesn't only affect the person that made the decision to drink and drive. It affects that person's family, the victims' families, the first responders, the communities.
The hope is that this technology will prevent another family from going through what the Kelshaws have experienced.
We're not supposed to bury our children. You know, our children bury us.
Now, this technology will only be part of new cars as soon as the manufacturers can figure it out. Mothers Against Drunk Driving say this mandate will be the beginning of the end of drunk driving. In Indianapolis, I'm Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
Max, thank you. And outside of preventing drunk driving, the bill also mandates rear seat reminders be installed in new cars to prevent child hot car deaths. The bill still needs President Biden's signature. That is expected to happen in the next few weeks.